Hello everyone and welcome back to our weekly market update. Thanks for attending the webinar and to start trading with OneRoyal. We have, as always, a quick disclaimer. The information provided in this webinar is for educational purposes. Please do not take them as a financial advice. Do your own research before start trading or investing. So we have those assets that we will cover. Forex, we have EURUSD, Yen, Pound, and the Aussie. Metals, we have the gold, oil, UK Brent oil. In indices, we will cover the US 500. And finally, we will end up this webinar with BTC USD. Let's go directly to MT4 to start our analysis. So here we have the EURUSD. EURUSD still in a clear downward movement, as you can see on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, we see the bigger picture. We have a move to the downside inside this beautiful channel where it is respected. The market found sellers around the 1.02. Let me zoom a little bit here. Okay. If I go on the lower time frame to see what's going on and have an idea where to execute, this is the purpose of the lower time frame, the higher time frame for direction, the lower time frame for execution. So the market is inside a range, as you can see on the lower time frame, where we have the 1.01 as the lower end and the 1.02 as the higher end. What I can see is a move below the 1.01 since we are in a downtrend on the higher time frame. So the odds are higher to see the market continuing to the downside. So if the market breaks the 1.01, most probably the euro will end up around this level, which is 1.00 in the coming week or days. Talking about GBP USD also on the higher time frame, which is the daily one, is in a clear downward movement. Also, I have found that this correction here, you can see it. If we take the length of this correction, it is approximately equal to this correction that occurring now. So what most probably will happen is a test of the 1.20. We can see that the market is testing it on the lower time frame, and then a move to the downside after the breakout of this bullish trend line, the blue one. So to sell this asset, I will wait a breakout below this bearish trend line, and then the GBP USD could reach easily this low here, which is 1.17 in the coming days. This is as a short-term 1.17. For the long-term period, 1.14 would be a good target. I am using the low on the weekly. On the daily, I use the previous low here, which is 1.17 as target. USDJPY was in a clear upward movement on the daily time frame, higher highs, higher lows, and here the market managed to break this bullish trend line. So I use this bullish trend line to see if the sellers already took control, and from looking at this indicator, I can see that it is broken here and the market moved to the downside with a lower high and lower low. So to plot the bullish trend line, you need 3 points, 1, 2 here, and 3, and even we have 4 here. So 3 are more than enough. Let's go on the lower time frame to see what's going on. On the lower time frame, we have double top. This is a double top already posted. Double top here, or you can call it as well lower high. The market managed to post another lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, and now the market retraced to the 50 Fibonacci retracement. So impulsive wave correction to the 50 Fibonacci retracement level. What's next? Next, a new impulsive wave like this. So impulsive correction, and then most probably a new impulsive bearish wave to the downside. Where? To the 134 mark. Why? Because we have on the daily time frame a strong support level. I use these lows to build this support. So USDJPY most probably will move to the downside to reach the 134 mark. Australian USD is moving to the upside. If we look at the daily time frame, we have a breach of this trend line. We have now higher highs, higher lows after breaking this trend line. On the lower time frame, the market showed a double top, which the market could not break the 0.69. However, the market now is about to testing it again. We can see this on the 1 hour time frame. So we have a bounce from here. Once it tested this bullish trend line, the blue one, I used 1, 2, 3, and then the market tested it, and then it's going to the upside. It seems it's going to test the 0.69. This is a very short-term analysis. That means in the coming hour you might see it. So if we have a breakout above the 0.69, which is this one, most probably the market will continue its move to the upside to test the 0.70 mark. So we could see a move all the way up to this area. Okay, this is for the Australian USD. We have a bullish movement or uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. It is wiser to consider a buy position than a sell one because everyone is buying. You don't need to fight the trend. The trend is your friend. So looking at USD CAD. USD CAD, it was traded inside a channel, parallel one, on the daily time frame. You can see every time the market reach the top or the low of this channel, we have a move to the downside or to the upside. It depends which low was tested. Here the market is testing the lower end. So most probably, as easy or as simple as that, the market will move to the upside again. Most probably. Nothing is certain. This is the market. On the lower time frame, also the market posted a range. We have a range here, a small one now, between those levels, 1.29 and 1.28. We have a fake breakout. The market went back inside the parallel channel, you can see it, and closed above it, which is a good sign. So what's next? Next, as a short-term analysis, to test the 129, and if we have enough buyer around this 129, we have a close and breakout around the 29, the market could rally all the way up till the 1.30, which is the higher end of the big parallel channel, which is this one here. Okay, so by end of this week or maybe next Tuesday, the market could reach the 1.30. Moving to analyze the gold. Gold was moving to the downside, as you can see, guys, here on the higher time frame. Lower highs, lower lows, until on the daily time frame we have a bullish engulfing pattern, which is this one here. And as you know now, the bullish engulfing pattern indicates reversal. Since we are in a downtrend, we should expect a move to the upside. And this is what happened after the bullish pattern. We have a move to the upside, an inside bar next to this bullish one, and now the market is testing the 1713. Let me go on the lower time frame. Okay, you can see it's testing this area here. So on the lower time frame for 4 hour, the market is inside a bullish flag. This is a bullish flag. So after the bullish flag, most probably the market will rally all the way up until the 1752. So we will see most probably a breakout to the upside and a move all the way up until the 1752. Okay, there is also a chance to see a higher move as a longer analysis, which is around this area here, which is 1772. I use the ABCD pattern, which is taking the first impulsive wave here and then use it at the end of this correction, which is the bullish flag. This is the end of this correction, and using the equal length of the new impulsive wave as the previous one, we can see that the market could reach the 1772 mark. US oil, UK Brent oil. UK Brent oil, if we look at the higher time frame, the market is still in a clear downward. We have lower high, lower high, lower high, and this might be a lower high, but we're not sure yet because this is the current bar. But the good thing here, we have seen a lower highs, so this might be an indication of a reversal. However, we need to see a close above the 101. As you can see, we have now a rejection here, and I'm afraid from this bearish trend line, you can see it. We have a bearish trend line, so the market could test this bearish trend line, and then we will see a move to the downside. But first, I would like, if I need to buy the UK Brent oil, I would like to see a daily bar closing above the 101, and then the UK Brent oil could reach the 105. But for now, we have a huge sell pressure, as you can see, but the 4-hour bar didn't close yet, so we need to wait. If we have a breakout of the bearish trend line, which is the blue one, and a close above the 101, I can see the UK Brent oil reaching, as a short-term analysis, 105, and the next one could be, I am bullish, so first one 105, next one could be around this level here, which is 100, most probably here, like this, using the low and the high. 109 or 108, 109, to be a little bit conservative, 108. So if we have a break and a close above the 101 on the daily time frame, so if this bar close above the 101 and above the bearish trend line, the market could reach the 108 by next week. US 500, US 500, we have the bearish trend line here that it was broken. Okay, the market was in a clear downtrend, lower highs, lower lows, but the market posted here lower highs and lower high and higher high and lower high. This is an indication that the market could change direction. Okay, so what's next for US 500? I see the US 500 retracing to the 3,800 mark or 900 mark, to this area here, the zone. Let me zoom like this. 3,900. There is a high probability that the market retrace to this area here and then rally again all the way up until the 4,093 mark. Okay, so a slight correction could be seen to this area here, 3,900, and then a move all the way up until the 4,900 mark. BTC USD. UTC USD, if we look on the daily time frame, obviously we're still in a downtrend movement. On the 4-hour time frame, the market succeeded to break, as you remember, the range. We have this range here like this. We have a range. It made a move above this range, but it ended up to be a fake breakout. So a lot of bulls were faked out, and now the sellers are in control. As you can see, we have a breakout of the bullish trend. This is the bullish trend. We have a breakout to the downside, inverse head and shoulders, which indicate a reversal, a little retracement to the upside to the 61.8. You can see it, 61.8. Sorry, this is the 61.8 here, and then a huge move to the downside with lower highs and lower lows. So what's next? What's next is a move to the downside around this area here, the lower end of the range, 19,700. If we're a little bit conservative, and if you would like to be an aggressive trader, we could see the market reaching the 18,877 mark by next week. So this is it for today's session. If you have any asset that you would like me to analyze, please drop it on the chat, so I will do it now. Okay guys, thanks for attending this webinar, and see you next Thursday for the weekly week educational one. Have a lovely day, and bye bye.